Welcome back to Radical and Relevant, where we're learning to apply the genius and simplicity of the gospel to our lives by reflecting each day on the gospel reading. Today's reading is from Mark chapter 8, verses 1 through 10. In those days, when again a great crowd had gathered and they had nothing to eat, Jesus called his disciples to him and he said to them, I have compassion on the crowd, because they have been with me now 3 days, and they have nothing to eat. And if I send them away hungry to their homes, they will faint on the way. And some of them have come a long way. And his disciples answered him, How can one feed these men with bread here in the desert? And Jesus asked them, How many loaves have you? They said 7. And he commanded the crowd to sit down on the ground. And he took the 7 loaves, and having given thanks, he broke them and gave them to his disciples to set before the people. And they set them before the crowd, and they had a few small fish, and having blessed them, he commanded that these also should be set before them. And they ate and were satisfied. And they took up the broken pieces left over, 7 baskets full. And there were about 4,000 people. And he sent them away. And immediately he got into the boat with his disciples and went to the district of Dalmatia. Again, we see Jesus feeding the thousands, and questions he asks his disciples, how many loaves do you have? What's he saying? What do you have to offer? That's what he's saying to us today. What do you have to bring to the table? And are you willing to share what you have? Because if you are willing to share what you have, Jesus can do miracles. The phrase that jumps out at me today is, and they ate and were satisfied. We live in an age of chronic dissatisfaction. And it is only God who can satisfy us. We also see beautiful phrases here that reflect Eucharistic prayer. He took the 7 loaves, and having given thanks, he broke them and gave them to his disciples. So all through the Gospels, we see the genius of Catholicism, we see the genius of the Mass, and we see the genius and the simplicity of the message that is ready and willing to transform our life so we can experience the satisfaction that God desperately wants to give to us. God bless you. Have a great day. God bless your family. God bless your friends. Remember, don't just be yourself. Be the very best version of yourself, all that God created you to be.